Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul and I'm super excited to talk about the SQL join clause in today's video. So in this video we are going to discuss about different type of joins, as well as we are going to work with the inner join and example of inner join in this video. Although we will take an overview of different kind of joins that we have in SQL. So let's go and understand what exactly is a join. So a join clause in SQL is used to combine rows from two or more than two tables based on a related column between them. When I'm saying related column between them, this means that there are two different tables or more than two different tables, and all of those tables can be connected through a common related column. So you might be thinking that why do we need joins in SQL when we have table and we can have all our data in a single table? But that is not the case in day-to-day life. What happens is that our data is distributed among multiple tables, and what we have to do as a data analyst or a business analyst is to combine all of those tables to get our data. So let's go and take an example. So I have three tables here: the student data, student course data, and student marks data. All of these tables will have a common key between them, and we will try to join these tables using that common key. But before we go and write query for join, let's try to understand the data in these tables. So if I go to my Excel sheet, you will see that I have three tables here: student data, student course data, and student marks data. So all of these tables have certain number of rows and they have data points, right? Now if I describe this student data, you can see that we have roll number, class, name, phone number, and age. And just for the sake of data, I have taken 10 rows so that it will be easier for us to understand the query and the output that we will get from multiple joins. So in this student data table, we have 10 rows. So this means that we have 10 students and their details. And then we have another table which is student course data. In this table, we have somewhat around 70 rows, and all of these rows specifies that which roll number or which student have taken or enrolled to a particular course. So ideally all of the students have to enroll at least 5 courses. So as a sample, I have taken 5 courses for roll number 1, and you can see here is that roll number 1 is Amit and he has taken 5 courses. Similarly, the student will have to appear for the examination, and all of these 5 courses marks are present here. So all of these 3 tables which is present in my Excel are present in our SQL database by the name of student data, student course data, and student marks data. So if I run this student data, you will see that we have details about the students who are present in a university or in a school, and all of the details are here. Now if I run this query, this table student course data contains 60 rows where a single roll number will be appearing 5 times because each student has taken 5 different courses. Now if I run this query, so this table student marks data has 5 records for each and every student, because each course will have their own marks, whatever they have obtained in their examination. So in this video, we will discuss about the inner join. So let's go and find out what exactly is this inner join. So inner join, in a simpler word, returns records that have matching values in both of the table. When I'm saying matching values in both of the table, this means that whenever we will join or we will use this inner join clause, we will be joining by a common column between both of those tables. So for our student table, we have this roll number, and in course table we have this roll number, and using this roll number column we can join both of these tables. So ideally what will happen is that we'll take one row from student table and join it with this table. Then there should be ideally 5 rows should be coming in our output, so that we can have all the details related to Amit. Now if I show you that how exactly that inner join works, consider that we have a table, student table, as a left table or table A, and the course table is a table B. and you can consider course table as the right table. Now if I join both of these tables, we will be joining by the common key, which is roll number, and in your student data we have one record for each of the student, while in your course data you have 5 record for a single student. So when you will be using the inner join, you will see that you will have 5 record, and each record is corresponding to its own courses. So this inner join in SQL selects all the rows from both of the table as long as the condition satisfies, and this keyword, this inner join keyword, will create the result set by combining the entire rows from both of the table where the condition satisfies, and it will also give us all of the record from the table 2, or you can say table B, only for those roll number which are present in our table A. This means that when we will be using the inner join, it will only give us the record for roll number 1 to roll number 10, because if you see in this table we have certain other roll numbers also. For example, we have roll number 11 and roll number 12, this roll number 11 and roll number 12, which is not present in our student data. So when you will be using an inner join, the inner join only gives you the output which is common between student data and student course data. So let's go and see how we can use this inner join in our SQL table or in our SQL query. So what we need to do is that we need to get the entire detail of a student, that what courses they have enrolled for. So what I'll do is that I'll simply write select star from student data. So our student data will be our left table, and what we have to do here is that we have to put an alias for our student data. So we'll put the alias as st, and then we'll simply put this keyword inner join, and then after inner join we'll put the second table or our right table. So for us, consider the student table as a left table and the student course table as a right table. So we'll put this student course data table after inner join, and we will give alias to this table also as scd. So st stands for student table and scd stands for student course data. Now in order to work out this inner join, we have to use a common key between both of these tables. The common key between both of these two tables is the roll number. So now the keyword for this inner join goes something like this, that we have to give the common column, and to give that common column we have to use this on keyword. So what we are doing is that we are saying take the entire table, student table, and inner join it with the student course data on this particular column or using this particular column. So the column would be sd dot roll number. So sd stands for student data, so sd dot roll number equal to scd dot roll number. Now if I run this query, what should actually be our output? The output would be the total number of record which is present in student data and which is common to student course data. So before I run this query, let's see the records present in student data. So if I run this query, I have 10 record here, right? And all of these 10 records should be present in this student course data. So now if I run this query, there are 60 records, and if you see the first 5 record, you will be able to understand that each roll number is repeating 5 times because each of the student has taken 5 different courses, right? So ideally our output should be roll number 1, and there should be 5 different record for roll number 1. Now if I run this inner join query, you can see here that we have 50 records, right? And you can see that roll number 1 is repeating 5 times. So the name is also repeating 5 times, and roll number, this roll number and this roll number are different in sense that this first column roll number is coming from student data, while this second roll number column is coming from the student course data. So I was saying you that there are five records for each and every student. Now what happened to the other record that is present in the course data? So we had already seen in the starting of this video that we had roll number 11 and roll number 12. If I go back to my Excel sheet, you can see that we have roll number 11 and roll number 12 here in course data. Okay, and let's go back to our SQL result set and see that whether roll number 11 and roll number 12 are present or not. So you can see here is that roll number 10 is there, but post roll number 10 we don't have any record, and the reason for that is that inner join always selects the record which is common between these two tables. So this roll number 11 and roll number 12 is not present in our left table, which is student data. That's why this roll number 11 and roll number 12 data is not present in our result set. Now you might be thinking is that if I have to select certain columns from this student table and few column or single column course name from our student course table, then how can I do it? So that would be very simple. What we'll do is that we will use this alias which we have given for student data and this alias for student course data to identify the column names, and then we'll put it after the select. So we'll simply put st dot roll number comma st dot class comma st dot name comma st dot age. Let's remove phone number, and then we'll put scd, which is our alias for student course data. We'll put scd dot course. And now if I'll run this query, we will only get these 5 columns. So this roll number, class, name and age from this student data, and this course column, this course name column from this student course data. So if I run this query now, as I said, we had only 5 columns: roll number, class, name and age coming from this student data, and this course name is coming from this student course data. Now think of a scenario that you have to join two tables using this inner join, but you also have to put a condition saying that the course should be only this particular, or you can say that we want to filter out only those students who have only course 2 or course 3. Then how we can do that? So when you use this join and you use this syntax saying that on which column you have to join it, after that you can put a where condition saying that where. Now it's important that you have to put alias and the column name on which you want to put a filter. So for us, we will be filtering on the student course data where the course name is equal to course 2. So I'll say where scd dot course name equal to, and I'll put course 2. Now if I run this query, ideally I should get only 10 record, because in my left table I have only 10 record for 10 students, and all of those students have taken course 2. So ideally my result set should contain only 10 records for each and every student with the course name 2. Okay, so as I said, our result is here after running this query, and you can see that we have only 10 records here, and the course name is course 2 only. So this is how you basically use inner join to select all the rows from 2 or more than 2 tables based on a common satisfying column. If you want to learn more about SQL, you can click on the right side of this video, or if you are interested in Excel, you can click on the left side of this video. Happy learning and see you in the next video.